Hey everybody! Welcome back to Berserk! We're down to the last 8 volumes till I'm caught up. And yeah. I'll be honest, I did not go back and rewatch my video from last week because I was like, ooh, that was a bit messy. We're gonna talk about comments and everything with it, but glad y'all are sticking with me. I'm gonna try to be, we were talking about this on Discord and everything, and I understand that it's gonna be part of my video essay, the idea of I don't want to be like a bitter Betty or a negative Nancy about the series, because I know a lot of people, to them this series is very near and dear, and you followed it for decades, and I don't want to shade or disrespect anybody that's followed it. I just want to give my honest opinions about what I think about it as a new reader and as someone reading for the first time. And I talked to Damage3245 in the comments that I think a big problem going into this is that I loved the anime so much. The Golden Age arc is so good and solid and near perfect. And when I was starting the manga, everybody was like, oh, the manga is amazing. It's just as good, if not better. And setting those really high expectations, I don't know if they've met that, because I'm like, you're telling me it's better than the Golden Age arc? As far as we are now, I'm not seeing it, but maybe we still have 8 volumes to go. A lot can happen in 8 volumes. A lot happened last volume. So we're going to go ahead and start talking. I almost didn't want to bring Whiteboard Coon out, but then I thought I might need Whiteboard Coon because we did just have this whole mess happen. We're going to talk about it real quick here in just a hot second, but I want to look something up actually as I'm about to do the discussion with you all about this particular time and place with the series, because I did a little bit of research just to find out a couple dates. It's for the video essay that I'm going to be doing, but this particular volume 34 came out in 2009, which is not that long ago, but still quite a while ago. I mean, 15 years ago, which makes me feel insanely old by far. But I wanted to check something real quick and to see kind of where things were happening at a certain point. And so I'm very, very curious. And so, yeah, I wanted to talk about a certain character in comparison to Griffith, but I didn't want to bring them up until I knew the exact dates where things were going on. And so I'm really curious about that. I want to go look at this point. Yeah, okay. So, interesting. Okay. So around the time, this is so weird to me, around the time in Tite Kubo's series Bleach, if you've ever watched Bleach, around the time that Ulquiorra and Ichigo was fighting is the same time this came out, which is mind-blowing to me. I'm like that, because when I think of Berserk, I think of it being 80s and 90s, and it really started in 1990, so it's not even 80s, but I think of Berserk in terms of the 90s, but where we are now, it's been going on so long, it's nearly the aughts, nearly the 2010s. And so I'm like, oh, so it was happening, this from here on in was happening the same time at the heart of the big 3 of shonen, which was Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach. Like, they're happening at the same time. So I can't really say at this point that I can't exactly say that Kubo and Isayama and them are drawing inspiration from Miura. Miura can be drawing inspiration from them, which is insanity to me, right? And around this time, March Comes In Like a Lion was also going on at the same time. So that's all going to become relevant in a little bit. That's going to become relevant, but I just wanted to point that out, that at this point, me going, oh, well, these other mangaka have drawn inspiration from Miura. Well, it can go vice versa now at this point, because they're all writing at the same time, which is mind-blowing to me. But I have a lot of comments, so we need to get started with it. Damage3245, speaking of which, pointed out that Ubik's realm, Ubik, I always forget his name because Conrad and Slan, those names come easy to me, and Void, but Ubik is the one I forget. But his realm, definitely my favorite out of all the ones last volume, is based off of the Garden of Earthly Designs, or the Garden of Earthly Delights by Hieronymus Bosch. I kept trying to be like, I know this is a painting, it's based off of that, what is it? And it couldn't come to my head. That's what it is. And I've seen that painting before, but basically it depicts three sectioned off realms. One is supposedly heaven or the Garden of Eden. One is the human realm, which takes up the most space in the painting. And one is hell. And the part of Ubik is located in hell. And I was like, I've seen that painting before. So thank you. That was like, it was one of those things where you're just sitting in bed at night going, what is that painting? I can't think of the name of it. And you can't really look it up if you don't know the name. So that helped out a lot. But I think Ubik's realm is probably my favorite out of all of them. It's the most creative in its design. It's the most intriguing in its design. It would be great if Miro would do something with these God Hand characters. That number one, at this point, volume 34 feels like a major turning point in the hero's journey, because we've had Griffith essentially not only use the Skull Knight sword, which we're going to talk about that here in a second, but Ganishka has become this tree, this Kabbalah tree of life, to become a way to merge the two realms. So we'll talk about Griffith here in a hot second, but this feels like a major turning point in the manga, which is good. And the artwork was insanely impressive last volume. The artwork was amazing. I did go back and look at the artwork, and it is very good. I love it. I was so frustrated with the substance and content of the last volume that I didn't, maybe voice my appreciation of the artwork, but the artwork's amazing. I mean, but here's the thing. At this point, it's Miura. We all know it's going to be amazing. And yes, the technique and the time he spent on those chapters for volume 34 are impressive. I don't want to downplay that at all. But at this point, I'll be honest with y'all, I kind of expected us to be getting into Conrad and Void and Ubik and Slan more. And considering we only have 8 volumes left until we're caught up, I was like, are we not going to get anything between now and then? We could. So I don't want to say anything more. We could get more with them. But do I think we're going to? Nope. I don't think we are. And honestly, I was thinking about Bleach today with it. I was like, we've gotten more with Halle Bell in Bleach than we have with Slan. And that's not a compliment. So I was like, okay, cool. We had her for 2 chapters where she went through all the femme fatale stereotypes, wanted Guts to impale her and get off on it, and then here we are. But I'm really excited for Ubik and Conrad and Void if we ever get to any information about them. But they're all kind of like all style and no substance at this point. It's just like they're there. There you go. But anyway, maybe these next 8 volumes will get some context with them. Maybe now that the worlds are merging and they're coming out of the shadows, that's a sign they're going to do things. That'd be really cool. I'm excited for the possibility of that happening. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, it's all fine. No problems. I do like the idea. So Damage 3245 brings up this interesting nature about, with Ubik's portion in his realm, humanity merging with hell, but it's being shown as heaven. And that kind of goes like all this, like the white light and everything. Griffith, it makes it look like Griffith is merging the two realms together, and it's going to be this heavenly place, Fantasia, the place of dreams, the place that humans have desired their entire life. But we all know it's hell. So it's like, no, this is actually the apocalypse, and you probably should not be happy about it. No problems, right? It's all fine. Everything's great. So there was note from the Discord about Sonia being disliked by the fandom, which I find interesting. And they were like, well, we couldn't really mention it till you got to volume 34. And then the vibes on how we're supposed to feel with Griffith and the human sheep helping the apostles. I don't know. I still hate the idea of the humans helping the apostles, because I don't like the idea that we're supposed to be like, oh, well, the apostles, they're not that bad. I'm like, no, they're evil incarnate. Like, someone pointed out that Griffith saying demonic release is literally unleash your evil. So the humans helping them is not a good thing. Even if we're supposed to believe that it is, that if you believe that it is, it's like you're the human sheep. You're the exact same as Griffith controlling you. So no, that's not it. I think my big problem with it is that it's made it to where I don't care what happens to the humans that are with Griffith right now. I don't care what happens to them. And I feel bad that I don't care. But like Charlotte, she's going along with it. So girl, good luck to you. Anna, we get nothing on her except that she's her handmaid, and she said like 2 lines last 3 volumes. No, nothing about her. Mule and Sonia, they think everything's right as rain. I guess it would be more horrific to me if the humans suddenly realized that Griffith was a demon, and they were like, shit, we followed this man. Like, the pontiff could still believe that Griffith was this saint, but the humans, the other crowds, people all realize that he's a demon, and they're like, oh shit, we're surrounded by demons. This is bad. What do we do? And then Griffith's like, well, nothing now, bitches. You're all my prisoners, and I'm going to sacrifice you to make myself a god. Even more so than before, or whatever. But I feel like there would be more stakes if the humans were fearful and knew that something bad was happening, and it could lead to maybe Charlotte having some character development, maybe Charlotte realizing some things, maybe the humans like working with Psylocke. Like, my brain with volume 34, I was like, there's so much possibility. There's so much you could do. But the moment that Sonia opened her mouth and they decided to believe this random 15-year-old, they're like, oh yes, this all seems normal. I was like, I don't even care what happens to y'all now. Y'all can burn. Y'all can go, Griffith can go huddle you up into a little pen like a bunch of sheep and do whatever he wants with you at this point, because why should I care what happens to you? Like, you're not helping, you're not fighting for yourself. You don't even know you should fight for yourself. So the stakes and my investment with that side of the story is like at an all-time low, whereas I just want to go back to the ship where there's sane people who know what's going on and go see what they're doing. And I'd rather do that. So anyway, John Smoke 1785 notes that Puck could possibly be based off of Robin Williams' Genie. I definitely think that he is. The way that Puck is acted in several of the previous volumes, I think Puck, he just does a lot of little one-act things that are kind of like Robin Williams from 1992's Aladdin, which would check out with the timeline. And Isidro is kind of like a Berserk version of Aladdin. So the fact that Puck and Isidro are working together kind of solidifies that as well. So I think that's really interesting. I like that a lot. Caligon. I can't read my own writing. But anyway, Gon Caligalegon 9265 notes that Farnace leaving the group back in volume 31 is similar to how Guts left the Band of the Hawk originally, which I hadn't thought about. That's a really good point, that she kind of left everybody to go do her own thing, sort of like Guts did. Farnace didn't feel like she was living up to her potential and was useless. And like Guts, she wanted to have purpose, and she thought that this was in some way, shape, or form, by going back to her father, a way to establish that. So I can understand they were pointing out how Guts sort of kind of understood her in that moment, and he was like, oh, she's making decisions similar to me, so that's why we got to go back and get her, because I can relate to her. I totally get that. I would say that with Guts, his whole thing was also about finding a purpose, but I don't think Guts felt useless like Farnace did. I think Guts was just kind of like, he felt like he had hit a plateau and he couldn't advance any further, so he wanted to go out and see where that would take him. Whereas Farnace, she wasn't even at the point where she was plateauing. She didn't think she was advancing at all or even needed to be there. So there is a little difference between them, but I do like what you said about the two characters kind of having that similar moment and Guts recognizing that and it being like, oh, cool. I like that a lot. Synthetic vocalist P472 noted that the prana of Durga that was mentioned in volume 31 means that Guts is essentially cloaking himself in the skin of a dead war god. I really like that because Guts has established that he's human through and through, 100% born and bred. And so the idea of Guts having the skin of a dead war god means that they're not godly, they're not infallible. He's cloaking himself in that power. And I think that's really cool. I like that a lot. Wolf points out about shipping characters. And okay, I've had some people comment about this. Also, Wolf, thank you. He points out that Farnace's last name is Van Dimian, not Van Dominion. So I've been adding extra syllables. Why not? So it's Van Dimian. La la. Van Dimian. I'll have to keep note of that. But they talk about shipping. And I think that a lot of people that watch my reactions, I don't know if y'all watch other series that I react to. Probably not. I hope you do one day, if you so feel inclined. But I like shipping. I like shipping a lot. It's fun, especially in a bleak, dark fantasy series like this where there's not a lot of romance. There's not a lot of fun. I like adding shipping because I'm a romantic at heart. I like to, if I see subtext there, I'm like, oh, let's just jump on it and follow through. And here's the thing that's funny to me is I don't know if these are all commenters that present as male. I am assuming so based on their comments, but a lot of people commenting have been like, I don't, why you ship Roderick and Magnifico? They can just be bros. They can just be like what? They're just friends. And I'm like, okay, look, that reads a little bit like projecting some insecurity. I ship people no matter their gender. I don't care if it's two women. I don't care if it's two guys. I don't care if it's a guy and a girl. I don't care if it's two cats. If I see a spark, I will run to that flame and I will fan it as much as I can. If people have a problem with me shipping people of the same sex, that's a you problem, not a me problem. I just felt in previous volumes that, yeah, there was something there between Roderick and Magnifico, and Roderick was hitting on Guts, and that doesn't mean it's reciprocated. It's just in good fun. Y'all need to quit being so serious. But I will say in the last volume or so, I see more Roderick trying to like develop a relationship with Farnace. Poor Serpico is all I can say to that. But I definitely do see Roderick and Farnace having more relationship. But some of these pearl clutching commenters that are like two bros, they're just friends. And I'm like, y'all need to calm down and go check yourselves and quit being so uppity. It's just shipping. It's just fun. So whatever. But I thought that was fun to me. And then Moomin notes about Schierke's enabling of dark spirits to assist her, and that she's happy as long as they can help destroy their enemy. Now that I do think is interesting, because Moomin bringing that out, I was like, oh, okay. So it's kind of connected to the humans getting help from the apostles in battling Ganishka's forces, because you have the apostles who are this embodiment of darkness and evil, and they're helping the humans destroy their enemies, which is the Ganishka and the Kushan. And then you have Schierke, who's getting help from these dark spirits to stop the apostles. And so I can see the connection there. The thing that to me separates them is that the dark spirits are from the astral world. They're from Qliphoth. They're from a dark place in the universe, but they were never, to our knowledge, once human. They were already astral celestial beings themselves. The apostles were humans who sold their soul, who became evil, who have either murdered or raped or done something horrible and sacrificed someone close to them to gain this power. So they are a sect of evil that you've crossed that line. You're past being able to be forgiven at this point. Your soul is going to go to the vortex of hell the moment it ceases to exist. The dark spirits that Schierke is interacting with, they're not going to the vortex of hell. They are beyond that. So I think that there is a pretty significant difference between Schierke accessing a dark spirit versus the humans getting help from basically a convicted murderer doomed to hell. I think there's a difference there, personally. But the spirits in the astral world, they're like Bane from Batman Rises. They were born in the dark, molded by it. So, yeah, I really appreciate those comments. I do. I've talked for like 20 minutes almost. But Volume 34, the artwork is incredible. If you're going to tell me it's like the best drawn volume of manga in the history of manga, I won't argue that. I think Miura spent an insane amount of time creating it. But my thing is, Griffith's side of the story, he's merged these two worlds together, but it's not a surprise to us, the audience, because we've known he's going to be doing it for like the last 10 volumes. We've just been waiting for it to happen. So it wasn't like, I'm like, Miura, you had the Skull Knight and Zod, and it's been foreshadowed for 10 years in real time with this manga. I think it would have been so much more effective if he had kept us completely in the dark. And then we got to see what happened. If he had kept us completely in the dark last volume, and then we had the world open up and the worlds merge, and we're like, oh shit, what's happening? That would have been incredible. But last volume, I was kind of like, yeah, this is cool, but you foreshadowed this and told us blank to our faces over and over again that it's going to happen. So we're not surprised at this point. We're like, okay, cool. Yeah. And maybe people were surprised. I just wasn't. I was like, okay, I saw this coming. Cool. And the other thing was, I'm sorry, I talked to the moderator about this, but Skull Knight, you had one job. I was just so floored because Skull Knight, I almost felt like Miura dumbed him down In that moment, he shows up looking badass, and that was such a surprise. I was like, oh shit, he's here, right? Zod does nothing. Zod just stands there with the one apostle that has the mask like being like no face attached to him like a leech. Like they did nothing. They just stood there and let it happen, which granted it was supposed to happen really, really quickly. But I'm like, Skull Knight, one, you didn't even bisect Griffith. You didn't even try to bisect Griffith. You kind of like, did you think that was going to work? I'm like, you were right there in front of him. Just look, cut him in half. That's all you had to do. You had one job. And then I told the moderators, I was like, why didn't Mira have him go horizontally and decapitate him? You were right there, Skull Knight. And the reason for that is because it felt like a shonen cliffhanger. It felt like you thought that the super OP anti-hero was going to pop in and save the day, but oh no, the villain has seen this coming a mile away and used you to further their plot. And if I hadn't seen Death Note do it, if I hadn't seen Bleach do it, if I hadn't seen Dragon Ball Z do it, if I hadn't seen Attack on Titan do it, then I would have been super like, oh my god. But no other series have done it, and it's that, oh, you thought you got it, but the villain actually was using you all along. And I was like, it's again one of those moments that it felt like Mira's writing, like, okay, you wanted a cool moment to happen, but we can't have Griffith lose, so we're just gonna spin it this way. And you can see the spin happening, and I was like, okay. But yeah, I like the moment Skull Knight showed up, I'm like, he's not gonna stop Griffith, because we still have 8 volumes and we're not even fully done with this series before, so we know Griffith's not gonna die. So there just wasn't that suspense. You're just like, oh, okay. and then Griffith tried to pull an Aizen, which at this point, looking it up, that whole scene with Aizen from Bleach where he makes himself known had already happened 3 years before this came out. So I was like, okay, Griffith, you borrowing from Aizen now, where you're like, actually, it was all according to plan. I'm like, okay, sure. Again, I want to go back to the ship. I want to see Guts again. Guts was gone last volume, and I missed him. I missed Guts so much, because honestly, Guts and Farnacee's arcs have been my 2 favorite arcs in this whole series, and I need to go back to them and just get away from Griffith, because who gives a flying flip about him at this point? He's going to be OP. Nobody's going to stop him. None of the humans are at all fazed by him. So it's just like, why do we care about Griffith's plot? The only thing I care about is whether or not it impacts Guts and them, which if Griffith gets bored with all these humans and he's like, God, you guys were easy to manipulate, I guess I'll go see what Guts is doing, then I'm going to be afraid, right? So anyway, but we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to get started with Berserk Volume 35, and we're going to do that here in 3, 2, 1. I want to see what is the result of these worlds merging and them all getting bathed in that astral light. Because for a second, it looked like they had astral bodies like Farnacee and Schierke. So I'm like, did that change their DNA? Did they all get like affected by radiation? Like, what's going to happen? So I guess we'll see. I also think what's interesting to note is that in this opening page here, Guts is only supposed to be like 24 right now, but he looks like 38, which the stress of everything happening to him. But I almost feel like this is also Miura like aging Guts alongside him, which is very on the nose, very on point. Okay, so, we have new pictures of everybody. I've been told maybe not to read the character pages, but we do have Magnifico. Magnifico is trying to convince Puck that they should take over, whatever, so we have that. Oh, here we go. The giant demonic beast transformation of Ganishka was put to death by Griffith, so he is dead. And a swing of the Skull Knight's sword of actuation turned Ganishka into the source from which sprung into a new world. So it basically just turned Ganishka into a vessel, aka a door into the new realm. Sucks to be you, Ganishka. The otherworldly light and wind that emanated from Ganishka engulfed every nook and cranny of the planet. Thus did the world change. This new world was one in which creatures mankind had imagined and spoken of for generations suddenly existed. Which we kind of established back with Flora. The idea of the astral world and what we've been imagining and projecting in our dreams kind of has ties to that world to begin with. So all it's done is taken those fantasy elements and just merged them into the real world, or at least their real world. So you have that. Ah, the tree, the tree, the tree. It's funny because it kind of looks like the DNA strand and everything for the Band of the Hawks emblem, only it's like on acid, it's mutated. Yeah, and now that looks kind of like a brain. It looks like a brain. It looks like arteries. It looks like a heart, a wishbone. It looks like a lot of different things. But yeah, it's so weird to see Miura use white space, because usually he's all about the ink. Okay, well, yeah, I'm sure that these characters would be like, what? Like the northern tree of myth. Oh, there we go. Piercing the heavens and reaching to the ends of the earth. Like the eastern tree of sutra, where the sage meets the enlightenment. Like the western tree of ritual, signifying the reason of all creation. As if it were the origin rooted deep within mankind. It was like the very essence of tree itself. It's the tree to end all trees. And there's all of them together here. I'm like, what you gonna do now? This beautiful tree. Okay, I like this one guy that like has the tiger knight that's sitting there by Laban. He looks freaked the fuck out. Like, don't blame you, dude. But you know what? If I were any of these people at this point, I'd be questioning a lot of things. Be like, how did we get here? Yep. Oh. When did Griffith have time to bring up residency and build his motel? When did he have time to do such things? When did he have time to build this palace? I like that it looks like the front end looks like two falcons with their wings spread is what that looks like. Oh, is he gonna gather all the people inside his little like Noah's Ark and take them to be sacrificed together? How convenient. Is that what's gonna happen? Oh, damn. Griffith has been building a lot of things in the meantime while things have been going down. Oh, okay. So the statues, I mean, there's obviously the soldiers there and the hawks and everything, but the griffin wings there, the literal Griffiths, that are there out in front, not only do they have like the line, like the curly hair that kind of looks like Griffith's hair, that looks like the statue that was during the Golden Age. That wasn't there a statue just like that had its head chopped off or that was broken? Didn't they keep panning back to that over and over again in the Golden Age arc? Like there was a statue that looked like that. Didn't they? Am I making that up? I feel like that Griffith statue is pretty. I mean, he's had prime time while he's been waiting for this moment to build this elaborate palace. Why not? Oh my God. Oh, and it's just this labyrinth and all these chambers and everything. There's like a Colosseum and all of these different like Greek ruins, all of this. Of course, look at the very front there. It looks like angel wings, of course, looking like they're entering heaven. And I'm sure Griffith's like, just enter my heavenly palace. Well, I'll be king over all of you. It's totally fine. Okay, cool. Oh. Is that the legendary city said to have sunk deep beneath Wyndham so long ago? Oh, no, it's too huge to be that. Okay, so it's not that majestic. It doesn't even appear man-made at all. Well, it's not man-made at all. It appears that perhaps it makes us all the more appropriate if it's the capital of the new world, where the hawk shall sit and rule. Falconia, capital of the hawk. Falconia, capital of the hawk. Here's my thing about this. This is obviously what Griffith wants, and he's a god hand, and he can create all of this, and they're all just like, clap, yay, let's go be ruled by Griffith, our savior, in this glorious place. Here's my thing. If Griffith goes and rules over all these people, then this should be the last time we see him for a while, right? Because what point does he... What business does he have with Guts and Casca and the rest of them? If he's got everything that he wants, if he doesn't care about any of them anymore, then he should just sit here and rule and not give a shit about any of them, right? So then what? Unless he just gets up there and he's like, well, I'm bored now. I guess I'll go bother Guts and Casca. And I'm like, bitch, you got what you wanted. So I don't know. It's too soon to say that, but... Oh, and of course, there we go. And there's Zod, and there's Griffith. Now, does Griffith know that the one apostle was hanging out on Zod like a little leech? Does he know that? And the apostle would have seen what was going to go down and saw Griffith in his femto form? Damage3245 was saying that people around the time of volume 34 didn't exactly know if Griffith could turn into femto. And I was like, but I feel like I think I was probably influenced because I was like, well, how'd they not know he was going to turn into femto? Like, that seems like it was the most obvious. But I think that me reading the comment section and people were like, Griffith is femto, they're the same. And I was like, well, yes, of course. Yeah. I think that probably influenced me not being surprised by that. So maybe people were wondering still, but I feel like by volume 22, you kind of know that they're the same person because he says nothing changed. So it's like, unless you think he's lying, then, I just kept thinking Miro was going to like do some kind of bait and switch or do something else, but no, he was very literal with it. We didn't have to question it. I do like the way Zod is drawn there. He looks like a teddy bear. Oh, of course. Oh, look at Griffith. He's just like, bitches, get in, peasants. Go. If only herding sheep was so easy. Just go. Get in my castle, bitches. I want to rule you from there. Go on. Get in. Shoo shoo. If only it was so easy. Bitch, I've herded sheep before. It ain't that easy. Oh, of course. Oh, and then they all just walk there. They all just go in there. They all just, like the demons just stare with their mouths gaped open. They all just walk there. Nobody questions it. Nobody. This is what I'm talking about. Nobody questions. I hope Psylocke does not go in there. I hope Psylocke's like, peace up, A-Town, down. And like, pieces out. Like, I ain't going in that. Yeah. None of them question it. There's like no resistance at all. And I'm like, really? Yeah, just nobody, we're not going to question what just went down. Nobody's having a problem. Nope, we're all just going to gather like good little boys and girls into the magical ark. Are they all going to live in peace and happiness together? Aw. What? Get out of this shit. Let's get back to the ghost ship. They can all stay in that little castle kingdom and have each other for all I care. What? Get me back to some real drama. Let's go. No signs of any ships ahead. They've all made their peace. I mean, she was already way over the horizon. Never mind catching up to her. It's all we can do, just stay afloat. If you can't spot something by morning, you'll find yourself promoted to shark bait. Well, boss man, isn't it high time we gave up? We can't even make headway in these dead sea calms. And what's worse, we're jam-packed with 3 ships worth of crew. There's no telling when we'll run out of food. They're all so worked they might even mutiny. Oh, don't say mutiny around him. Oh, no. That's a bad thing. Honestly, that'd be a godsend. We could use the traitors as bait to catch sharks or something and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Ooh, I love he took his, like, crutch and put it in his mouth. That's really good. I thought it was a gun barrel, but no. Vindictiveness is what gives a pirate his vigor. We won't go hungry if our bellies are filled with rage. He really does look like Charlotte's dad. So it's kind of funny to imagine Charlotte's dad was like reborn as a pirate. He was isekai'd into a pirate. In this business, you're finished once someone makes a fool of you. That blasted Ithian stallion. Roderick is an Ithian stallion. I could take that. I swear I'll chase him to the edge of the world and then send him to Davy Jones's locker. We're already halfway there ourselves. I do really love the design of the captain's ship with the shark and everything. It's such a bitchin' design. I do like it a lot. Boss man. What is he? Mona Lisa Saperstein? What, ain't you done yet? There's been strange rumors going around the ship ever since that strange wind blew through. That wind. It's true. I've been a sailor a long time, but I've never laid eyes on the likes of that. It felt like something blew right through my body. Well, what's the rumor? Well, since there's been reports of our dead former crewmen walking on the bulwarks, or gigantic shadows crossing beneath the surface, everybody's scared shitless with the rumors flying around. It's the same with sea dogs. Ghost monsters, they're all superstition. Look at me. I've lived the heinous life of a pirate for 25 years. Here I am, fit as a fiddle. If those things really do exist, wouldn't I have been haunted to my death ages ago? Oh my God, but there they are. Oh my God. He looks so exaggerated there. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, you know. There's Aaron flying around. And then the dragon coming up. Oh my God, no. I do love the way that sea dragon's drawn. Dragons are my favorite mythological creatures. So yes, please give me the dragons. Give me all the dragons. Oh my God. Oh shit. The one dragon was killed by an even bigger Gyarados. That bird's like, I just saw some shit. That bird just shit itself because it got off easy. Oh my God. And there's our scuttle came down and there's Roderick's ship. Oh my God. I do fear a little bit for the pirate and for these guys, because I'm like, if these things are out at sea, this does not bode well. Oh, Roderick's ship there, of course. The bird! Ugh! Oh no, poor Schierke! Poor Schierke! You're gonna get it when she comes back. Oh, her eye is closed! Oh! I thought for a second she just had a weird expression, but oh my God. They've gotten so bored out at sea that they're just drawing these things on her. Ivalera is like, they're gonna kill you. She's gonna kill you when she wakes up. I'm assuming her and Farnesay are maybe... It was so easy, I had to. The artistic muse made us do it. Explain yourselves! Oh my God, don't mess around with my out-of-body experience. Ivalera? Hey, they snuck on while I was taking a quick nap. I never guessed it'd be this fun. I mean, this tragic. Don't open the door! Oh my. I like Farnesay's like, we're not going to make fun of her because I don't want to make fun of myself. Is this a ritual for a new spell? Never mind. Teach me how to do it. Oh my God. I like this bird is just here. And Casca has caught it, right? A masterpiece. Am I too late? Okay, no, girl. What's going on? Okay, come on. It's the pirate ship that survived our battle. Oh no. They're gaining on the seahorse and that heavily damaged carrack. What trick are they using? Roderick, pirates again. No more rocking the boat. I'm busy at the moment. It's those who are drawing us near the ship. There's something other than human. Oh no, did all the spirits that came up beside it, did all the spirits possess them? Because all the people on the ship were restless and they were weak-hearted, so did the spirits possess them on the ship? Uh-oh. That's not good. I like that Roderick's like, we're going to face more monsters? Is that what you're saying? It's happening again! Oh, Magnifico! It's all in a day's work for us. It happens all the time. They'll learn not to underestimate me. I like Schierke's little determined face. It's super cute. Ever since that day the wind blew through, that's how it's become, not just for us, but for all people. It's become part of everyday life. Yeah, so basically all of the struggles... I mean, think about it this way. Guts and Casca and them, they've been struggling this entire time against these demons. Well, now if it's happening everywhere, they're used to it already. So, shouldn't be that much harder, right? Okay. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Yes, please. I do want to take time to make note with Miura and his artwork, because this ship that looks so tattered and everything as well, not only did, I mean, ships are hard to draw to begin with, but him making Roderick and the pirate ship look so different, and distinct, but yet so innately detailed. Good work. Good work, Miura. Oh my God. Look at Isidro's guns. Look at his biceps. He's been working out. He's been building. Okay, we don't know where Guts is, so I am assuming that Guts is maybe below deck. Oh, I like the Azon's there too. Again, we can't see his face yet. Oh, Schierke, I love her little determined face where she's like, yes, like trying to lean up with the frame. Okay. Oh! I feel this came out in 2009, 2010. Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean had already been out at this point, so The Curse of the Black Pearl, which came out a few years before this took place, which would have been shown in Japan. In that series, the pirates are cursed as the undead, and they're able to go underwater. So, and also there was a part where the ship went underwater too, so Mira probably drew reference from that. So that's interesting. Oh. Did you sink her? No. The damn thing dove to avoid the shots. Well, that's impossible. It ain't a fish. I love Schierke's little determined face. It's so freaking cute. I love it. I love it. I'm going to make it like my little profile picture. I love her determined face there. I'm going to go back and take a picture of it later. Those people aren't aboard that ship. It's some kind of legend, a ghost ship. Well, yeah. Oh, and look, you can see all the black energy coming out of it. Yes. Oh, like Aerosmith is going to start playing. Guts is he's back in the saddle again. We need our cabin guest too. I like that we haven't seen Guts in like, well, here's the thing. The readers of this series probably haven't seen Guts in more than a year. More than a year's worth of manga. So him coming back right now, I'm sure everybody was like, thank God, finally. Oh, the Ghost Ship Part 2. There was also a horror movie called Ghost Ship that came out around the time that this came out. I'm just saying, there's a lot of inspirational things afoot. Ah! The enemy is surfacing towards the seahorse. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? Okay, all hands on deck. I like that Farnace grabbed a hold of Casca by her waist and is like, we're gonna get her out of here. And Serpico's like, yep, ready to go. I love Schierke. Schierke has Isidro like knocked down there. Oh my God. It went Farnace grabbing Casca, Isidro getting bumped by Azon, Schierke getting bumped into him. That's so funny. Oh, and Schierke on top of him. That's cute. All right. See, oh shit! Oh no! Oh no, I sense a wicked odd, as if the ship itself is some kind of dark creature. Your lordship, Roderick, the sailing prince of Ith. Oh my God! We're the Bonebeard pirate clan, and I'm Captain Bonebeard of this here Captain Sharkrider. Oh, so this demonic Bonebeard, he took over the body of Sharkrider and the others and all made them all this collective part of the ship. Oh, that's so creepy! Ew! Oh, ew! This is infinitely more engaging than the BS with Griffith. This is crazy. Oh, we saw him at the harbor in Vertanis. You know him? It's the drowning pirate I sank. Maybe? I like the Azon's like, maybe? I don't quite remember. Avast. Nobody's allowed to say that. Some of you look familiar. Oh, for a second he got out of his demonic state. I remember you lot. Oh my God. I love their expressions. And Isidro's like, that is so cute. Insane. Of all the people, it had to be you again. I know that's when all this bad luck started. We had quit pirating and we're working hard to do some honest business, and you pilfered our precious cargo. With tears in our eyes, we went back to pirating, and now 2 of our prize ships have sunk. Everything was grand until you meddling kids robbed us. If it weren't for you meddling kids and your stupid ferry too. Should a grown-up be complaining to a kid? That's pathetic. What is that, a pirate ship or a crab ship? Workers ain't winners. That's what I say. I bet they're all lonely, incompetent bums. It's sad. Evil never triumphs in the end. It is very corny, but this is cute. I love this. I also like how Bone Rider is just, like, Shark Rider is just strong enough to, like, overcome the demon to, like, have this moment of monologue. It's cute. I like it. Oh, we're retired from the being human business. So, yeah, it's like they're all kind of like pseudo-apostles. Oh, shit! Oh, no! Ew! Ew! Oh, all of the ship hands just became these monsters. Ew, with the eyes. And they all have the same eyes as the captain. So I'm assuming they're all connected to the bone beard. Oh, okay. Why'd you gotta do a close-up of it, Mira? You didn't have to do a close-up of it. Devils of the deep. This sea's crazy. I had a feeling something was coming, but look at those things. What are they? No one truly knows what lies in the depths of the ocean. They're here. I like that Azon just says nobody really knows what they are. I swear, I think he's an apostle under that helmet, but I could be wrong. I don't know why they don't show us his face otherwise. I don't know. These are our new brethren. We may not be human anymore, but pirates and monsters kind of see eye to eye. Neither of us can ever snag enough prey. Well, I mean, that's the whole thing about apostles. They just feed on base human desire and the darkness within your heart. So if you're a pirate, you probably have a lot of darkness within your heart. So eat up, me hearties. Oh my, ew! With the tongue? No! Oh shit! They're like a Venus flytrap. Ah! And it's eat up me hearties instead of drink up me hearties. Ew! I do like the way Mira does that font. Oh, that's so gross! Ew! Oh no! And they're kind of like Venus flytraps, but they're also like paws, like grabbing as they go. Oh no! I like that Roderick's like, keep your morale steady as these giant hand-mouth monsters are reaching forward and grabbing them. Just stay calm, lads, in the face of all this. Oh. Well, of course they're in a complete panic. I imagine they are. You could sail over the world and never encounter something like this. Men of the sea are sure a letdown. Ghastly things. It takes real combat to up your skills. It'll take some time to fight off this many. Oh, are we gonna have Guts walking up the stairs? Oh, shut up, Miura. Shut up. Having him crick his neck. Shut the frick up. Quit making Guts look so cool. Really? Oh my god. Guts. I'm sure it's been a long time since y'all saw him in this manga. But, oh my god. Are you joking? I agree. First, you need strength to work. And you need food for convalescence. You know what? I'm starving. Tell me. Are these things edible? Man! Damn! Okay, Guts, you pop out that eyeball. I just, like, Miura has waited all this time to give us, like, Guts with his big dick energy, just crotch forefront on the frame, just right there, smack dab in front of us, perspective. I mean, it definitely is one of his more badass entrances. It definitely feels like it, right? It definitely feels like it. Oh my god. The Ghost Ship, Part 3. I like Isidro's like, you're late to the party. It took you long enough. Love it. Nice. I wish that the others up there could do something other than stand there, but under the circumstances, there we go. Damn. I love the shot of Guts with the sword there. Also, just the line work. Miura. It's really good. It's really good line work. Yes, indeed. Oh my god. What's so interesting about this moment is if you compare Guts with Griffith, you have Guts, who all these people are staring in awe, and the people were panicked and didn't know what to do, and Guts came in and was just like, I got this, and just went to town. Whereas, and was doing the work for the people, for all of them to see. Whereas, in contrast, you have Griffith, who is not doing the work himself and is farming it out to the other apostles and the humans by and by to do it, and still comes out looking like this savior. So I'm like, Guts is putting in the work here, Griffith. And Griffith's just like, above it. So I think that helps to make it more engaging too, is that Griffith just stood there and let all the pieces fall, whereas Guts is actively changing the board himself, right? He's an active player, whereas Griffith is pretty passive. At least is what it appears to be. Oh no! Sorry. It's more cramped out here than I thought. I'm only half awake. I might end up busting up the ship. Don't say that, don't say that, Guts. Come on now. Shiver me timbers. Who is this dog? How is his sword so huge? Well, you and everybody else asks that. He killed 6 monsters with 2 swings. Whoever doesn't want to die better hit the deck. Oh my God, Guts, sweetheart. Oh my gosh, yes, nice. Again, I love whenever Miura goes back to showing like that in motion. It's like each panel, each shot is a different motion of Guts doing his thing. I love it. Yes, 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 yes. And it looks like he's got some weight back on him. Looks like he's gained some weight. Perhaps his arms look more buff. Oh my God. Oh, look how easily he swings that freakishly huge sword. He hacked up those monsters in no time. He's like a water spout. Is that really the same guy who was nearly scorched to death? That's a very good question. He's healed himself up quite nicely. If he's still recovering, then your boss is really incredible. You know he is. To slay the monsters and save the people is truly chivalrous. Don't make those things tonight's dinner, all right? I love that Magnifico, the only thing he was worried about was that Guts was being serious about them being edible and him being like, look, I don't care what happens, but I'm not eating that. He had lots of stress built up and not enough showtime. Oh, they were supposed to be our meal. What a sad joke it would be if they ate us. But no! Mealtime has only just begun. This were just the hors d'oeuvres. The main dish is starting now. Oh! Okay. That looks like a sarlacc pit. Like just a living sarlacc pit. Oh my God. Too bad for you! Did this pirate captain has hung out with Vegeta anytime soon? Oh my God. Sorry if I blew out anybody's eardrums, but that too bad for you. That's like a line in Dragon Ball Z's dub with Vegeta that's pretty iconic, which is hilarious. And usually after it's said, something bad happens to Vegeta. So I think Guts is going to be fine. I think he's going to be fine. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Guts is like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I've also got a cannon. Fishes love cannons. Oh my God. Well, that'll do it. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. I love the smoke and all that trailing, like the fire trailing from the cannon there. That's really cool. And him holding the gun at the same time. Love, 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 love. I love the pirate captain's like face, just like, nice. Serpico's like, nice. Good job, pal. He utilized the cannon's recoil. A cannon spin splash. Oh, a special technique, huh? I like that Magnifico has probably the most realistic expression out of everybody. If Magnifico had been around Griffith's whole ordeal, he would have shit his pants at least 6 times and would be a pile of mush on the floor. That's the type of reaction I want to see. Looks like nothing's getting rusty from the sea breeze. Guts, bitch. Too cool for school. Too cool for school. Oh. Not bad at all. I think we've gotten used to being beaten. I like even as demons, these pirates have personality. I appreciate that. But no, we still have what? Too late. These guys are combat pros too. We've had plenty of time to regroup thanks to you. The cannons on the upper deck can't achieve the proper angle of fire. All guns on the mid and lower decks aim directly ahead. Look at Guts and Roderick working together so well. Look at them. Look at this. I love Roderick. Look at him. Hell yes. I like that the pirate captain's still he's trying to think of something else they can do at this point, but love it. Yes. Yay. Good work, team. Good work beating this pirate ship. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Solitary Island. Ooh. Now, at some point, Skull Knight's going to have to show back up and tell Guts, like, hey, man. So, remember when I had one job to do? Remember when I was talking a big game about using my time-altering sword to send the God Hand to the Oblivion? So, I might have messed up. And Guts being like, the fudge? What'd you say? I'm just waiting for it. Oh, sea combat sure is the bomb. First I'm seeing. Oh no, but Shirk's little face there is so cute too. I like that expression as well. Yes. Oh, Puck being like, oh, Puck has little things in his ear. He has like he's got like cotton in his ears, earplugs. That's super cute. And then Farnace and Serpico and them are like, oh, that's super cute. Don't bust up my already busted ship. Lashing the dead, that's what you're doing. I'll haunt you. Isn't that what you're here for in the first place? Oh, you fools. You've gone and made him mad for real now. Now your lives are nothing more than candles in a storm. No, Captain, it's the sunrise. Oh. Do they have to? Is it like the demons when the sun comes up, the demons leave? Like it was for Guts when he was first going through this series? Oh. We'll settle this next time. Oh. You know, I'd just as soon as we did settle it. Oh. So, that's curious. So, if the worlds are merging and the demons can't come out while the sun's coming out, then I wonder if Griffith, like, put them all inside the holy city there because it would shield against that, or if this is just something that only affects certain demons like it did with the weaker spirits that Guts was facing at the very beginning of the series. That would seem more likely, maybe. I guess it only affects because the spirits with the ghost ship are not as strong as Griffith and the Apostles. Maybe. You're incredible! I never realized you were such an insanely good swordsman. I've heard soldiers on land were all cowards who ran at the first sign of danger, but you're an exception. Wow. You guys have had some pretty messed up views about people on land. You know it! We've been running around fighting nothing but monsters. We're monster hunting pros. Pros! Well, more or less, despite our intentions. What a monkey, a sea monkey. I like that Schierke is just like blushy about that. I'm in debt to you again. Think of it as paying for our ride. I love Isidro just swirling around him. This is really cute and heartwarming. This feels like Band of the Hawk, like Golden Age stuff. I like this a lot. It's super sweet. This definitely feels like Band of the Hawk. But why did they turn to a ghost ship? I'm sure last time they were just regular pirates. That was a few days ago, and they even had those monsters with them. There's been something odd about the sea ever since that strange wind blew through. Oh. What's the report? There appear to be multiple leaks. Temporary repairs may not hold through another battle. That sea slug bastard did a number on us. Oh, I really like this. Isn't there an island? It's a small one and has a rundown seaport. We can stop there for repairs. Ooh. Ooh, interesting. Who be this? Who be this on the island? Who be this naked woman on the island? This Gull Queen. Who is this Gull Queen? Huh. It is a very isolated and empty island. Something isn't right. Do you sense anything? Well, it's been acting funny ever since that wind. Yeah, because the worlds have merged and they don't quite know that yet, do they? It's like a wound that won't close. It's gotten too sensitive and now it just feels numb instead. I think I'll know if anything obvious gets close to us. Is there something on the island? I thought so. I do not know anything for certain, but the entire island seems to be shrouded in an ominous odd. We shouldn't go inland. Okay, so they have to stay the night. Just don't get separated. Of course Magnifico wants to go to the inn and get some food. Of course he would. Well, it was a bit too late. Those scatterbrained buffoons. Hey, you two. Boy, islands and exploration are like a trinity. Nobody can stop it. What does that even mean? Don't worry. I'll use thought transference if anything happens. 15 men on a dead man's chest. What a pain. Oh. I can see the whole damn thing from here. What a dinky little island. You get all the way around before you knew it. Oh. Interesting. Okay, well, at least she's got some clothes on. A mystery cave. I wouldn't do that. Oh, nice. Hello, mystery character. Hello, you. With your harpoon. All right, what we got, girl? That cave's bad news. You shouldn't go near. Who are you? A native spotted. Is that an elf? Oh, I like that her eyes are shrouded. Interesting. Awesome. Oh, of course, Isidro. Of course, Isidro taking a gander. You can't see him? That might not be too odd on a remote island like this. Her face ain't down there. Mm-hmm. I've never seen one here on the island. He's so cute. That's what everybody says. More like he's a smartass. You must have sailed here on that ship. Interesting. She's so mysterious. I'm curious about her. Ooh. Ooh. Those eyes. Oh, wicked. Then no wonder you don't know. But still keep out. The people of this island consider it taboo to go in there. There's an old legend. It's where the sea god lives. Wow, her eyes are terrifying. They're so big. Ooh, I love it. Wow. And all the fish and the cats. Interesting. Oh, it smells like fish. What a rustic fishing village. Is it all right for the captain to be away from his ship at such a hectic time? Oh, don't worry. My first mate can handle all that. As an officer of Ith, it's a very important duty to escort the ladies during their tiring and unfamiliar sea voyage. My, I like Serpico's like, yeah, sure, chivalrous, huh? Oh, are you there? Is there an inn or a tavern here? Talk about shy. No, that doesn't seem shy. That seems a bit suspicious. Huh. Well, Casca is going to notice something weird, and that's what she's going to go towards. Oh! Oh, well! Yeah. Something's up with that. Is everybody else on the island dead except for the mysterious girl? Uh-oh. Is that going to, like, open up and be a bunch of eyes? Or is it a mouth? Or is it... What is it? Girl of the Roaring Torrent. Ooh. A sea god. Isidro, don't get any crazy ideas. Listen to the girl and her seagulls. Oh. That's what it's called, but it's a sinister, dreadful god that sinks ship and eats people. Well, that makes it more interesting. That makes it all the more interesting. Suddenly, I really want to go in there. Oh, wait. I've got to see that if it's legend or not, you'll get cursed. How can I explore if I'm afraid of curses? Oh, did y'all not listen? Oh, no. Oh, wow. My head's bleeding. There's something in there. Watch your footing. Whatever. Oh, I like her little freckles. That's cute. Come on, my house is close by and I'll patch you up. Oh, no. Oh, did he leave his... How did he leave his... No, he left his dagger behind. Isidro. Son of a bitch. Isidro, no. Well, this is rather eerie. I'm glad that at this point they're so used to weird shit that they're just like, huh. What an odd statue. It's a very old, it's a statue of an ancient god. Oh, so is it a statue? Stop that. As the doctrine of your religion spread throughout the world, the ancient gods were forgotten and they faded into the depths of the astral world. The old traditions must have been passed down here on this isolated island. God, huh? It's an octopus, an octogod. I was going to say, it does kind of look like in that one thing, an octopus. It's not as refined or as beautiful as our god and angels. Okay, so everybody's going to go to the inn. Is it dangerous to go off alone? It's possible there's something on this island. That's what I'm going to go determine. She's like, I appreciate you giving me some guards and stuff. But there's no need for concern. I'm far safer here than I am in the city. I like that Roderick's like, is it okay that both of the children are wandering around? And Farnesse's like, well, they kind of do that sometimes. Okay, we'll be in bigger trouble than if something happens and we lack their help. What kind of something? Monsters? Ooh, I like the seashell. Yeah. Isidro, how did you notice that your knife is gone at this point? It's peat. It's grass buried in the mud that keeps the cold keeps from rotting completely. No trees big enough to yield firewood grow on this island. I don't know if she's supposed to be like a teenager or Schierke and Isidro's age. I don't know. You know, what can we do, Mira? It's like, just give us that full body shot. Yep. Oh, that's a heck of a cut. I'm like, it's funny, I guess, that Isidro is this little kid gawking over this teenage girl's naked body. It is a little bit uncomfortable. It's like, you know, it is what it is. I'm just like, I'm glad we don't do that in a lot of modern manga. Like, we don't need to see prepubescent teenage girls as naked bodies. It's not necessary. We can be fine, thank you. My name's Isidro. Isma. All right, Isma. Nice to meet you all. We leave tomorrow. Tell me about your travels and about the outside world. How he hasn't noticed that he's missing his knife at this point. You would think he would have when he took his shirt off, but maybe that means he'll go back out. Okay. I find it really creepy that nobody's doing anything and they're all just sitting there. This is the only inn or tavern in the village, but it's eerie and tasteless, and it smells like fish. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, not good. Yeah, no, not good. I bet Guts is like, well... Oh, no. I'll go get it. Yeah, talk about poor service. No, I don't think they're human anymore. I think the Isma might be the only one. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Is she gonna... Okay, is she gonna find the dagger there? Yeah, there we go. Is she gonna find the dagger? Yes, okay, okay. Oh, crap. Yep, and then there's more of them from the ghost ship. But they're smaller. They're the same type of creatures. Isidro, what we doing? Oh my god! Oh no! Why? I like that she was distracted by the fact that Isidro was looking at her boobs, and that's what caused her to get snatched up by the monsters. Of course it was. Of course it was. Uh-huh. Wow, and this girl's like all about Isidro. Is this girl like of age? Oh no, yep. You've got an elf with you. The world outside's a wild place. I mean, I like Isma a lot. Oh! Oh! Okay, good. I'm glad Schierke's okay. Okay, I was about to be like, Isidro, if you glance at this teen girl's boobs got you in trouble. This is a rare item. Be more responsible! Okay, good. Okay, nice. So Schierke and Yzma can meet each other. Oh, you must be your friends, right? Oh, well, thanks. Oh. Oh. What is she? Is she denizens of the sinister sea? Is she the sea god? Is she the sea god? Huh. Interesting. My name is Schierke. I'm a Valera. Interesting. Is she a spirit? I'm so intrigued. Her eyes are so weird in that shot. I like that Schierke's like, unlike my idiot companion, can you tell me about yourself and what you've been up to? I could, but he'd be boring. Oh, I'm just a fisherman, and this island's nothing special. Schierke's like, I beg to differ. Please tell me. You have a mysterious odd about you. The island's isolated from both the sea routes and any other land. There isn't enough food or water to be used to large ships, so the only outsiders we have are the occasional damaged ship like yours. The villagers don't like strangers. They're gloomy and crooked, and I can't stand them. Oh. I'm the village outcast. They're scared of me. Is she a witch, maybe? Is that what that odd is around her? Is she a witch like Schierke? Is she going to be another one of Schierke's apprentice? I'm a merrow. A merrow? Ah! Did you think I was serious? What the heck's a merrow? I just wanted to think of myself alongside the side of witches and elves. Oh. But it's true that a merrow is why I'm outcast. My dead pa used to be with one. Oh. I'm a human. I swim as well as a merrow, but I could soak in the sea all day and all my legs won't turn into a fish. Oh, like a mermaid. My mother was gone before I can even remember, and my pa would never talk about her. Oh, so she's like a half human, half mermaid, basically, a merrow. Interesting. Okay. Well, that would be rather interesting. I figured it out by wringing out information from the damn kids who tease me, and by overhearing the gossip the grown-ups were spread. A storm capsized my pa's boat, and as he was dying, he said someday my mom would come for me. He said the decoration on her house door was a merrow charm that my mom made a long time ago. So there are turtle and seashells surrounding the house. He said they're to keep away evil. But I've never once seen a merrow. I'm not even sure I believe all that stuff. Either way, I just got busy from living day to day and none of it seemed important anymore. But you two are in front of me with elves, which means that merrows might exist too, right? Why is it like this? Aren't merrows spirits of the sea? I've heard that they're kind of amicable with humans and they're supposed to be good omens for fishermen. Why would the people here detest them? That's because of this island's old sea god legend. A really long time ago, a terrible sea god rampaged throughout the sea around here. It attacked ships and ate people and consumed all the fish. It was turning into a sea of death with no living things in it. A tribe of merrows decided they had to challenge the sea god to war, and it lasted a very long time. And many lost many of their kin. The merrows finally confined to the sea god to this island, and the war was over and the merrows left, and then the fish returned to the sea. But the sea god is very powerful, and as the full moon approaches, it stretches its long limb from the island cave, and it attacks the island's fishermen and ships that happen to be passing by. The islanders are afraid of arousing its anger, so they resent the merrows, even though they're supposedly benefiting from them. They're some stingy creeps. So is that sea god? Yeah, it's one of those. Okay. But lately the island has seemed strange. It looks like the villagers haven't been out fishing at all. There hasn't been a soul at the docks, and it's like they're all shut up indoors. Yep, here's where it's going to get weird. I saw some of them staring at me through the crack when I happened to pass by, and they didn't look human. They looked more like fish eyes. And sometimes I hear creepy sounds coming from the sea god's cave. Oh, this is terrifying. Nope. This is freaky. Nope. No. Nope. You thought that we were done, but no. It's not the island. I also sense strange presences and hear voices in the sea. And then I met you guys. The end. The world's gone all bizarre since that strange wind blew through. Yep. Okay. And of course, Casca's messing with the fish. Nope. Okay. Everybody's like, where's our food at? Oh my God. Nope. There we go. It's all connected back to those sea monsters. Nope. So cool. Mermaids. I'm all here for Yzma the Merrow to join their crew. She can swim really well. Casca and Guts have a tendency to fall off of boats into large bodies of water. Seems like a great match made in heaven. Get this fish girl to join the crew. She wants to go out and explore the world. Let's let her have that, shall we? Uh-oh. What customers? Things sure got busy. The entire village turned out to welcome their first visitors in a long time. This does not look good. Oh, we warmly welcome you as our guests. It's the Easter of the sea god, the lord of this island. Yeah, so the sea god's gonna come back and they're probably gonna use them as sacrifices. Maybe, and Guts is like, hell no. Oh my God! Burn the kitchen! Let me guess, we're offerings for the festival. They're fattening us up. Oh, again, give me a break. Oh my God, what? I just love the Guts and them are like, this is old hat at this point. We're used to such things. Why are we not surprised? Oh my God. Guts is like, nope. Let's split up, gang. Oh my God, yep. This is a bit too warm of a welcome. I like that Guts is like, hell, we couldn't just have nice things, could we? I love the idea that Yzma gave off like she's part Merrow, so she has like all of this inside of her and like the astral form of her, and Schierke's like, oh shit, holy cow. All right, human tentacles. Something's happening over there. She's like, Yzma, I apologize, but I just remembered something urgent. I left a food in the oven. I need to go. Well, that sucks. I'll take you there. I know a shortcut. I love the way her eyes are drawn. They're so like big and like kind of like fish eyes a little bit. I love Yzma being here. She's such a cool character. Meanwhile, Guts is like, yeah. Whereas Yzma's interesting because whereas Sonia gives off such kind of like a creepy vibe, and she's like attracted to Griffith and she has those ulterior motives. I feel like at first I was really nervous around Yzma because I was like, our sense of trust has been destroyed in terms of small female characters with the exception of Schierke, because you're like Rosine, Sonia, you're like, do we trust them? Do they have ulterior motives? And at first I was like, is Yzma trying to lure them all in? But no, she's like half siren, but she's just like bored on the island and she's the outcast and she's like, I just want to go and explore the world. Let this girl go with them. Why not? Meanwhile, Guts and them. Yeah, there we go, Serpico. Okay, the sylph sword seems more powerful than usual. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey! And then Farnace's got those, like the chain, the balls with the spikes and the vines, the thorny vines. Yep. And Roderick's like, good job, Farnace. You hold him down and I'll stab him with my sword. Octopi can change into humans. I can't say it makes me want to eat them anymore. Yeah, no, I'm glad. I think Magnifico is on the right path with not wanting to eat them at all. This many arms can only mean one thing. Oh my God. Nope. Not good, Cotton. Not good at all. Damn. Mira's so good at designing monsters. The monsters just look so good. They're just so creepy and just gross. No, thank you. Oh. Okay, and you're right. We've talked about this in the Discord. Guts has come so far. He's gone from being someone that would want to do everything on his own, like starting out at the beginning of volume 1, doing everything by himself. And here, even if they're not doing a lot, they are there for support to help him. And I think that that's huge. I mean, that's so important, right? Oh, Guts. Are you okay? This is like the Hydra from Hercules. It just keeps coming. I wonder if Yzma is going to be able to help them. Oh, wow. I forgot Guts has not really used the Beast of Darkness at all, the Berserker armor up until this point. That did not even dawn on me. He hasn't used it. We dove right into a nest of sea slugs. Can you kill them all without using that power? I like that the Berserker armor is just there tempting him. Like, don't you want to use me? Like Venom. And then you cut right to the panel of Guts, and behind him is Farnace and Casca. But Schierke's not there yet, so there's trouble. We need to move as quickly as we can. Oh. Oh. Down by the cave. Something's climbing up the cliff. Oh my god! Climbing up the cliff! What? Oh no! But how? Oh! Oh shit! It's all there back again! Oh my god, no. Well, of course they're coming back. The tentacle monsters would be like a beacon to them. Of course they would come back. They're probably all interconnected. Oh shit, like this sea monster is like a large range territory and they're just kind of engulfed by it. I had not even thought of the idea that Guts has been fighting these monsters without using the Berserker armor. Like that did not dawn on me until this very moment. I'm like, oh, gotcha. And now the Berserker armor's like, are you sure you don't want to use me? Are you sure you don't want to use me? Damn. Oh, Guts, don't get your head lopped off. Okay, no, we're good. Damn. Guts just bringing out the combo moves, right? I'm glad he seems healthier in this chapter set, in this volume. He seems like a healthier person, which is really good. Good on him. Okay. How many times am I going to fire this thing today? Oh, and him just shoving it back down in there. He's like, I'm going to have to charge you for powder and shots, Captain. You can have a whole keg's worth. Ah! I love Roderick's like, you can have as much as you want, sir, anytime. Okay, but it's not helping. Oh, I like Farnace's that power must not be used. Uh-huh. I like that Farnace is like, no, Magnifico, you don't understand. You weren't there back when shit got real. So she's like, no. Schierke has to be there to use that. Oh my god! No! Damn it! Okay, good. We're not at the end of the chat. We're not at the end of the volume yet. Good. I was like, don't you dare end it there. I like that Farnace is like, he can't use that power. It's not good. And Magnifico's like, well, what if things get worse? And she's like, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And then things get worse. Oh no! The tentacled ship. Oh, of course. All of these tentacles. Oh my god, I love that Guts is just like, are you for real? Roderick, now I've seen everything. I would imagine if you weren't into pirates and if you weren't into nautical seafaring adventures, you would maybe not be on board with this part of the story. I'm having the time of my life. Arr, avast ye mateys. Well, this is just too absurd. You could say we've jumped the shark rider. At this point. Absurd is what we do. I'm sure some people think this is a hokey part of the story, but I can only handle so much of Griffith's pretentious boringness. This may be cheesy and hokey, but I'm here for it. Give me the camp. Mira, I'm ready for it. Give me it. I'll take it. Oh, like following the blood like a shark. Oh, that makes sense. Uh-huh. 'Tis I, Bonebeard. There he is. I never thought I'd look up to a pirate. Guts, your dad jokes. Stop. And then Serpico, both literally and figuratively. I would be Serpico in this. I would like to say I'm Schierke, but I'm probably Serpico. Maybe it'd be nice to have a ghost ship. Roderick, don't even. You men in your dad jokes, stop now. Oh my gosh. I'm honored to earn your admiration, but we all died, sir! But we all died, sir. That's the type of humor I like. I like that little fourth wall breaking humor there. Vindictiveness is the ironclad rule of survival in the harsh world of pirating, but we all died, sir. That's so good. You're all a bunch of fools. I can't believe you chose to stop right here in our roost. Oh my god. Is this tentacled monster here? It looks like with the mustache and everything. I don't think it's from Ganishka, though. Because Ganishka's pretty much gone at this point. Everyone who lives in this village is on our side. They're all literally hands and feet for the sea god. These tentacles didn't change into humans. Oh, it's the opposite. They're humans who get eaten and turned into tentacles. And it'll happen to you soon enough. Oh, so... Yep, so all of these creatures of the sea, all of the ship's captains. Oh my god, the eyeballs coming out of the ports. Oh, they're all together as one. Oh no. That looks like the creepy SpongeBob episode where where people transform into Garys, into the snails. Ew, nope. So basically, if you get eaten by this monster, you'll become part of it. You'll assemble into the hive mind. There's a monster inside the ship. Yep. At the risk of repeating myself, you've just been cutting off its whiskers. So you have to destroy the ship to destroy the whole thing. Oh my god. It's like, almost like a hermit crab. It's taken up residence inside the ship. So now the ship is basically the thing you have to destroy. There's also a very interesting connection here between, you have like the ship starts to assimilate all of the people that it eats into becoming part of its tentacles, and thus it becomes bigger and bigger. I don't know if that's supposed to correlate directly to Griffith getting all of the people inside of Falconia, where they will assimilate too as part of the city. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh, it goes back to its den once the sun rises. Oh, the eyes coming out, so creepy. Right, brethren. Oh my god, there's so many of them. And the full moon is special. It's the Easter of the sea god. Oh my god. Creepy, they all look like the snails and the slugs. Oh. But don't worry. Once you're swallowed whole and digested bit by bit, you're completely reborn, and then the fun begins. They're like, I don't want to be a tentacle. And of course, Schierke's like, no, wait until I'm there. Don't let him out yet. Oh, crap. So yeah, basically the captain and all of them, they were all just digested by it. Oh my god. Casca's staring into oblivion. And Farna say, no, don't. Oh my god. But the dog's like, there's no way for you to stop it, right? Shit. Oh, wow. And showing the muscles underneath it. Crap. I mean, yeah. Schierke told you to wait. Crap. But Guts is like, what are we gonna do? Guts. I mean, it looks so badass there, right? It does, but I'm like, no, Guts, she told you to wait. Crap, don't let this be the end of the volume. Okay. What's with this guy? Wow, I like Mira showing the muscles of like the legs and the back and the arm. That's really interesting. Oh my god. Oh, right through the hole. I mean, maybe Guts can just destroy the ship and then we'll just be done with that and that'll be enough. That'll be great. You'll be happy, right? Berserker armor, you're happy with that? Oh my god. Oh! Yeah, straight hacked right through it. Mira definitely likes drawing Guts in the Berserker armor because he does look really badass in it. Magnifico, yeah. Magnifico and Roderick are like, well, this is a great idea. And everybody else is like, this is a terrible idea. Oh. The giant sea hares and a ship are attacking the village. Aren't those slugs? I guess sea hares, like pointing it out. It's funny when you say it out loud. Crap, it's already started. Oh, Schierke is gonna have words to say to Guts when she gets done over there. That face, she's like, excuse me? Did I not just say that you weren't supposed to do this? Sir? Damn it! No! Oh no! I didn't want this volume to be over yet! Schierke's like, what did I just tell you? Damn it! I didn't want this volume to be over! Ah! Okay. Fine. I'm glad that we've met Yzma. I like her a lot. I think it's cool. I think Schierke could use some backup. I like the idea of Schierke amassing this little force of witches. She's getting like this coven started where you have a Farnace learning magic, you have a Merrow that's with you as well, and like Isidro is basically surrounded by all these women and he doesn't know what to do with himself. But I like Yzma joining them. I think she's a fun character, and she kind of is like, I love her seaweed hair that she has. I like the idea of her being kind of like, not as creepy as Sonia and as manipulated, but just being more innocent and kind of chaotic innocent, which is fun. That look on Schierke's face at the end there, she's like, when we get done with this, Guts, I'm going to bonk you on the head because didn't I tell you to wait till I got there? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I am very glad. I'm going to be honest. After volume 34, I was so distraught by the whole Griffith storyline and just what it was doing that I questioned. It's like the 5th time I've questioned continuing on this series because I like Berserk, but I'm just like, Miura, what we doing? And so I was like, do I keep reading? Do I take a break? And I was like, I'll just read volume 35 and see what happens. And going back to this is my jam. Griffith storyline, it's so pretentious and it's just like this philosophical. I'm like, no, you're boring. So quit it. I don't give a shit about that storyline. I feel like that's all Miura trying to be like this philosophical, pretentious, whatever. I could care less. It's style over substance on that side of the fence. This is actual character development. It's actually them like working through problems, working together. And for the most part, sure, Guts is doing the legwork, but he's been doing the legwork this whole series. So at this point, what do you expect? And they're facing giant tentacle monsters. Serpico's feather duster's only going to do so much. But I like this. And I like that Schierke is kind of like, you and I have a relationship. You got to get this under control. And I feel like she's going to bring that up next volume to be like, hey, when I tell you something, you need to listen. So that's going to be good to see, right? But I get why Guts was like, we got to do this because otherwise we're going to die. But I also get why Schierke was like, if you just would be more patient. She's like, at least wait until I'm there. But Guts looks back. He sees Casca and is like, and then the beast takes advantage of it. But yeah, I liked the humor. I liked the pirates getting eaten by the tentacles. It's creepy, it's gross, it's disturbing, and it's just like the idea of the island being consumed by the tentacles and Yzma's the only one left. I feel like her being part Merrow is a reason why the tentacles didn't bother with her, because the tentacle monster's like afraid of the Merrows, or has been defeated by them in the past. So yeah, I really liked this volume. I'm glad. Again, I question whether I keep struggling on with Berserk, and then I read a volume like this and I'm like, okay, yep, all right, Mira, I'll keep struggling along. You keep me going. Fine, we'll do this. It's fine. It's good. And so I am excited now to see what's going to happen with volume 36. So that'll be a lot of fun. Yay! But in any case, I'm really excited to hear what y'all think down below. I'm all about Pirates of the Caribbean, so I have no problem with a seafaring adventure. I'm okay with this. Absolutely. But I'm curious to know your thoughts down below. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe. Take care. And yeah, I'm back very soon with more Berserk. Bye.